events that we can offer to our members, what are corporates being offered, what are in-house events, what are general events, what are individuals are going to benefit, what are the institutional members, what is it that we can offer them, and we went and did the same. We also did something new in the sense we collaborated with other organizations like Girls in Tech, Asia in 500, Nalsar University, where we became either their knowledge partners or we facilitated them in the Girls in Tech on road to GES to help them get the entrepreneurs. And along with Microsoft, we help the entrepreneurs get tech solutions to help their startups go to the next level. The Asia in 500 was at T-Hub, where we got a bunch of entrepreneurs together. Then we also did something new in terms of collaborating with other CII panels like the manufacturing panel and the HR panel, so that there is cross of ideas and also exposure for our members to the manufacturing and HR sectors, and also the other way around, vice versa. Like one of the things that we did in collaboration was that we took the manufacturing panel to the Schneider industry, where they have 75% women working, and we wanted them to open their eyes that it's possible very much to employ women at the manufacturing sector as well. Then we had some fun stuff like the IWN Social, where we help members to network, and also called in prospective members to be able to understand what we do without actually a speaker or an event being there, so that they can just network and be themselves and get to know other people in professions and see what is possible. Industrial visits I already talked about. So we started the year with a yoga session by collaborating with Young Indians and CII, and this was done by the Art of Living group. And we did a webinar on healthy posture and happy living with our very own Dr. Anjali. Dr. Anjali, please be recognized. Thank you. So we had a health and well-being task force events like on nutrition for people who are seated in their desks the whole day, and what is it they need to be doing differently from the normal people who are walking around and don't have a stagnant kind of a day. So some of the other health and well-being was also what we did at Elico for women and health. A gynecologist came and spoke to us. Ergonomics at workplace, that's also a pet topic of Anjali's. Thank you, Anjali. So if you missed any of those events the next time, please speak to your HR if you're in institutions and ask them why they did not share the same with all of you, so that you can be a part of it. On learning and development, we started the year with a Star Trek session with Shanta John, where she talked about branding yourself. Why do you need to be a brand? And how is it that you can brand yourself in a certain way in which you project yourself to be a certain achiever, or what is it that you stand for in your company, or even as a person in society, in your groups. So this was the event. It was done at Scient. You are your brand. Then we had an in-house session for Symbiosis, Attitude and Success by Dr. Isha Sharma. Leadership development and high performance team in the VUCA world. This was done along with the HR panel of CII at ISB. Mr. Craig Preston, Managing Director, Inspirational Development Group, was our speaker for the day. Employability, at Watson School of Business, we had Anupama Panduru talk to some of our students at Watson School on employability. Is that Watson School? Thank you. No? Anupama, Seneca Global. Okay, thank you. So this was a fantastic event that we did, entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship. I know one of our speakers also spoke about it and the difference between the two, Deepa Nagarajan. So this was an all-day event for both entrepreneurs, wannabe entrepreneurs, startup people, and institutional members from colleges, MBA students who had startup ideas. And it started off on a day talking to them about what is entrepreneurship, helping them to identify a purpose, go on to making a business plan, and by the end of the day, they made a pitch for their business. So that was like a making of a mini business person. It was in a one-day workshop. It was fantastically done by Nandita and Lekha, our L&D conveners here. Kindly be recognized. Thank you very much. So these are some of the pictures from that. So we had another Star Trek session along with our manufacturing panel of CII at ISB, and this was by Ms. Mohini Kelkar. She is a manufacturing person in, she's the director of Grindmasters, a company that makes large machines for India and China. So she took manufacturing to China from India instead of, getting things from China. So that was a first and a great revelation to us and to the manufacturing panel as well. A very good speaker as well. Lekha's flagship program this is, 16 C's for Success. If any of you haven't been through it, please ask for it and we'll come and do it at your institution. It's a fantastic event. Thank you, Lekha. So yeah, we did it at Pendakanti Institute as well. Mission on Industrial Best Practices, Schneider Electric. I already spoke to you about this. Make your money work for you. Deepa Nitala, are you here? Thank you, Deepa. So this is the event that she had. She's our award winner as well today for Unsung Heroes. She left a nice cozy job at Citibank and started this thing, and she's, I don't know how she makes her money, but she's doing it. So she's training people on how to manage their money, and she did this for in science for 200 participants, and it was supposed to be an hour and a half, and for more than 2 hours, people wouldn't let her go, wanted so many answers to so many questions. And we did a repeat of that at TCS as well, isn't that right, Deepa? Yeah. So then we had a panel discussion for women in supply chain at IMT Hyderabad. This was an in-house event for an institution. And 16 C's for Success again at ADP. So then we had Empowering Women to Lead at ADP. Uma, thank you very much. Yeah, she's our vice chair and she's an icon for us. So collaborations was on Road to GES with Girls in Tech. Then Asia Inc. with T-Hub. So one of the things that we are really happy to be collaborating with is the government of Telangana, who've asked us to become their partners in helping them to make a policy for women. And the government has approached us, and we have given them a draft policy, and soon it's going to be implemented. This is for the urban workforce, and the idea is that the urban workforce needs basic things like security, creche facilities, transportation, etc., to help them be at the workforce. And these are some of the recommendations that we have done. And we will also be closely working with them on the WE Hub, the Women Entrepreneurship Hub that has recently been launched on March 8th. So we also collaborated with NALSAR, the Center for Management Studies, on 17th March, where we had the Leadership Summit. And then we had this IWN Social, some of the pictures are there. So policy and advocacy, we had a webinar on prevention of sexual harassment where we had, I think, some 45 members registering online. So invisible scars, the scars you can't see are the hardest to heal. We had an event on that at Seneca Global. And Ekta Vivek Verma was our speaker for the day. Oh. So the key highlights was that we did altogether about 24 events and 2,294 people participated in those events. It was very satisfying to have touched so many lives and made differences. Our feedback has been very positive, and I thank all of you for being IWN members and taking the cause of women at workforce forward. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite my team onto the dais and appreciate them for their work that they have done. Uma, Vice Chair, can you please come forward? Nandita, L&D Convener for the year. Lekha sister, L&D co-convener. Jayanti, are you here? Jayanti Taluri? I think they stepped out for some work. Jyoti is also not here. Anjali, please come. Tanuja, the health and well-being convener. So this has been my exemplary team who've really been hyperactive and very, very contributory when it comes to doing the events for us. Thank you very much, team, for being here with me.
Thank you, Shobha, on behalf of all of us for giving us the space and the encouragement and the motivation. Thank you very much. That's a lot of Jyoti, come first. Jyoti, please join us here.
You know what, we can do a better round